Also this box too.
Okay. Hi, welcome back to Comicbook Gallery. I'm your host, Joaquin. And today I'm here with my friend Bryce. Say hi, Bryce, to the people.
Howdy.
Says howdy. And his uncle used to collect comic books. And I say used to because he departed. Sorry for your loss, Bryce. And he left this comic book collection. So as you can see, he was a casual collector, like most of us are. And even though a lot of us now have gotten into, looking for value and collecting first appearance, what it really comes down to is a great story and cool art. So you never know what people are collecting. And I'm going to go through some of this. But right off the bat, I saw an Infinity Gauntlet and I was like, whoa, Bryce. And he was like, what, is that worth anything? 10, 15, maybe 20, $25 book based on condition, but you never know. So as you can see right here, a lot of bends, but overall still good reading condition. I mean, if you'd have this book graded, it should be at least anywhere between a 6 to maybe a 7.5, maybe an 8, depending after a cleaning and a pressing. I mean, I don't see any major blemishes or tears. Same thing with here, but you see more ticks in the spine on number 3. You also had number 2. I should have put that in order. Shame on me. And we have number 6. Same thing. So you never know when you're going through what people used to read and what they have in their collection. And for those of us who have been collecting for a while and haven't sold off their collection in the past, like I did, you probably have Spider-Man 2090, number 1. So he put this in a bag. He kept this in the bag. So he most likely really did like this book because out of all the books, there's only a few of them that were bagged. So I'm assuming this is one of the books he really enjoyed reading. But look at this, people. This is anywhere between 10 to 15 to maybe 20 based on condition. And this book right here, no board, but look at the spine on this for not having a board. I mean, that is nice. Gloss is still there, no chips. Go on the back. No major, is that? Trying to let you people see this. Oh, right there's a little nick. Not much. Maybe a pressing could take that out. Doesn't look like a solid break. And right there, that's more plastic. But it is a minor bend. But overall, pressing and a cleaning, I mean, I don't know if I would send it to CGC and expect something like a 9.0, but at least an 8. I would be hoping for, to an 8.5. He also had stuff like, he had Green Hornet number 1. You gotta love that. If you're a Bruce Lee fan, come on now, people. Some of his books were, in pretty bad condition. So it looks like I said, he was a casual reader. And he read a lot of different titles. So you got classic like X-Men, Caddy X-Men. He chose to keep some news, comic shop news, probably some articles in there that he really enjoyed reading. In fact, he must have been a Liefeld fan like all of us were back in the days, because this is when X-Force first came out. So if you put these two together, boom, got a complete picture. Look at that. And who didn't like X-Force? We got Superman, Watch Your Back. So I'm not going to go through all of these. I'm just going to pick up random stuff. Now these piles over here, back here, I will be talking about and what I like about them. But you got Deathlock, Daredevil, Amazing Heroes. That looks like that's cool. Here's a book called Master Comics, even though it does not have a cover. I don't know if this is an independent, but he had this book. Challenge of the Unknown. I'll go through, grab. Here's X-Force Executioner Song. I really did love that story. I like the cover art on here. I like the action, the way it flows. He has some Silver Surfer books here. And Cyber Rad. Never read that. A lot of independents you're seeing here. Black Mask. Oh, Captain America. Jump up. What if Wolverine was an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.? Ah, I love Wolverine, people. Marvel presents Weapon X. Excalibur, people. Remember them. Original Ghost Rider rides again, #1. Don't know if that's worth anything, but as you're going through a collection, anytime that you hit a #1, it's always worth checking out. I'll put that over here. Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer is really hot right now with all the speculation. And now that Disney has acquired the rights back from Fox, so they now own Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, X-Men. Or is it Sony that owns Spider-Man? You're like, thanks, Joaquin. Call yourself Comicbook Gallery. You should know these things. You're right, I should know these things, and I'll get back to you on that. I'm just on the flow, people. But I do know that they have X-Men and the Fantastic Four, and right now, Silver Surfer is really hot. This is a cool cover. I remember owning this book at one point. For all you Moon Knight fans out here, Superman, Lex Luthor strikes again. For those of you who are new to my channel, hello, and thanks for stopping by. Hit the like button if you like what you see, and subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell because I don't keep a schedule. So you never know when I'm going to be doing a video. Amazing Heroes. Doc Savage, the Man of Bronze. Yeah, pretty cool. Grun, whoever that is. Some more Excalibur. I'm going to skip through. But I just wanted you to get a sense of what he collected. And these, you know, we're talking 80s, 90s, early 90s, mid 90s. And there were a lot of cool books and a lot of great stories that came out of there. Avengers, Attack of the Lava Men. And Uncanny X-Men 281. I want to say that there's something important there. Can't remember it offhand. It might be the second appearance of Bishop. Or maybe it's a cameo. Oh, Bishop's in there. Well, I know we're dealing with... I think we're leading into it. Because that's Trevor, and he's a time... He's going back through time. Yeah, this is the cameo, I want to say. I bet you it's last page. But it's not in the best condition, as you can see right here. But as far as like a reader condition, like if you go to a dollar bin and you're picking up a book to read. Oh, sorry, people. Just want to know if I see Bishop. Nope, I guess not. I think we're leading up to Bishop. That's what it's going into. X Factor. Beware the Wrath of Apocalypse. I believe in this issue right here that they have to give up Nate Summers. Got Cyborg, another X Factor 63. Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Conan the Barbarian. Hulk, for all you Hulk fans. 363, Facing the Gargoyle. Weapon X. Namor. I mean, just look at this guy's broad collection. Got some annuals here. Spider-Man. Fantastic Four, 349. Cool cover. Gun and Fury. Ever read them? Oh, Zorro. Look at that, people. Going back. Green Lantern. Don't know who Mustache Guy is. Looks pretty upset. Dr. Fate. And Area 27. So let's go back to where I wanted to go. So I talked about that. Talked about Ghost Rider. But right now, a lot of people are really into this, into Silver Surfer. And I want to say this is the third series of him. But you have some really good stories in here. So you got Drax versus Firelord, or Firelord versus Drax. Amazing Spider-Man 345 versus Boomerang. You know, we're talking, these are like dollar books, but, you know, some cool stories. Wolverine, the Stealth Empress of Doom. Apparently there's a robot Wolverine. You got Wonder Man #1, free poster inside. Mighty Thor, Acts of Vengeance, another cool story at that time. I believe that's when all the villains teamed up and they pulled a little switcheroo where everybody fought someone else. So the heroes would be not used to fighting these other villains, so it would be a challenge to them. So you got Thor versus the Juggernaut. This would be something cool to read. X-Men, not bad. Here's something that, as he's looking up these books, so I'm pretty sure he's going to sell these. This would be a book I would definitely look up. Silver Surfer 75. Looks like it's in pretty good condition still. And people love these shiny foil covers. I know I do. So the condition on this is still really good for not having a board. Here's a good read, Impossible Man. Alpha Flight #1 for those people who do like Alpha Flight. I mean, they're all right. Wildcat #1. You never know if this is going to be made into a movie. Wouldn't be shocked if it did. Brigade. There's always rumors about what they're going to do. Warlock and the Infinity Watch. For those of you who are big Gauntlet fans, can't wait to see that movie end of the month. He's got some books here. So he's got, this was actually a cool story to read. The Infinity Watch, after the stones were all broken up, Adam Warlock and his crew, he gave them each a stone to be a guardian of. Oh, I always did love this cover. And there's a cool Glamora story in here. And the Infinity War. So this came. So right now we are watching the Infinity War, the movie. But really it should have been called the Infinity Gauntlet. But that's all right. That's what they decided to name the movie. But I thought it'd been cool if they would have kept the original. Infinity War. Because right after they did the Infinity Gauntlet and they saw how popular it was and Adam Warlock really took off, they started finding more titles to keep him in. Oh, another great cover here. Silver Surfer #70. Nova betrays Galactus at last. That's a cool cover, people. Gotta respect the art. Amazing Spider-Man. I mean, X-Force joins Spider-Man. Cool. Doctor Strange, for all you Doctor Strange people out there, 74. 180. I like this cover of Eternity. Another Impossible Man. I think it's got two covers of that. I actually did a painting of this back in community college, and I sold it for like $100, I want to say. It was for like an art assignment I had to do, and one of the parents, she was in there who was taking art. She said her son would really love this, so I sold it to her for like $100 because it was like two big poster boards that we had to combine together to make a scene, and that's what I did. So I split it up, like, I want to say I cut it in half, like right down here, and so this was one half of the painting, and then this was one half of the painting. When you put them together, they matched up evenly. You also got graded on that. Here's X-Force. Enjoyed the stories. Youngblood, it was okay. I mean, I liked Wildcats better than Youngblood. Strife Files, that was cool. Executioner. X-Men #3. So this is Jim Lee and my favorite X-Men writer, Chris Claremont. At the hands of Thanos, the death of Spider-Man. Will you believe a man can die? Poor Spidey. And a cool Wolverine cover, because you've got Cable, Wolverine, and Sabretooth. Another Wolverine cover, #49. The journey continues if my life be a lie. Da, da, da. X-Force #5. I always liked this cover too. I thought it was a cool cover of the Brotherhood Reborn. This is when Toad takes over and he reforms the group. So you have Blob, Pyro, Sauron, and I want to say she starts with a P or something. But she deals with like hypnotic patterns. She's pretty cool. Silver Surfer #51, Rude Awakening. Great cover. So the books that I put in this secondary file for him are books that he should look up and see if they're worth more than $1. Doctor Strange, 31. And Silver Surfer #46. So when it comes to looking at condition, You, most of it's just common sense. You're just looking at, are there any major rips in a book? Like this one has major ticks, but they're not that bad, but still. So if when you're looking this book up and you see this book is worth, I'll just say $3 or maybe $5, look at the condition of the book they're showing, then compared to the book you have. So if you don't know anything about comics and you are trying to sell them for the first time because you inherited them or found some in the attic, then this is how you approach it. You go to eBay. eBay makes everything easy. They have pictures, and you just match a picture to the book that you have, and you can post it at this price. Of all these books that I'm interested in here, even though I'm broke right now, these would be the two I'd be interested in buying. The Spider-Man 2099, that's a good pickup. There's a couple of really good pickups in here, but for me, would be the Marvel Universe updates. Why? Because these are old school, just talking about breakdowns of characters. I mean, Red Wolf 2. You got Wright, animated battle armor suit. Yeah, Joe Robertson. And look at the detail they put in here. You know, all this information. They tell you his first appearance, his origin. You know, all the information that you've ever wanted to know about comic books or about these people, they're in here. And I wish that they would redo something like this, because these were really cool. Oh, Scalp Hunter. So we got a Marauder here. And this stuff was like before the internet. So besides the comic books like the Overstreet Price Guide and other guides, these books helped you if you were wondering where to get the information. Like, you'd buy this book and you're like, oh, cool, Scalp Hunter. He looks cool. I've never heard of him. And you're like, okay, so I guess I go to first appearance of X-Men 210. You get to read a description, a background, his powers. Thought that was great. Look at that. This one's really good because it's got the cover of Apocalypse and Archangel. And then there's Boom Boom. Got some people on the back, Boomerang. And this was the first update. Yeah, Astro Vance. I mean, some of these guys I've never even heard of. The Astronomer. Who's that? Well, I guess you can read and find out. Betty Ross Banner. I mean, Battlestar. Never even heard of him. But that's what's cool about, going back and getting these type of books. Blizzard, remember him. Bloodscreen. And I passed a Blade. And like I said, there's Boom Boom. And this is Blade. I mean, you can look at the artwork and tell what years that these were done in, because this has like a 70s look to it. And here you can tell this is like an 80s character because she's got that punk rock look to her, which I kind of liked on Boom Boom. I did like this outfit on Bullseye. I thought that was cool. Never heard of Bullet. Apparently he's a Daredevil foe at one point. We got Bushman. He's Moon Knight villain. I think, oh no, I don't think I went through this. Okay, so Amazing Spider-Man 16. You got Silver Surfer 55. This is an Infinity Gauntlet crossover. So I'll put that over here for him. So it's a little bit better organized. Uncanny X-Men 245. Not bad. Doctor Strange 33. Cool. X-Force 3. Among Us Walks the Juggernaut. This is when X-Force first faces off against the Juggernaut. Silver Surfer 49. I know it's a long video, people, and I know I try to keep these under 10, 12 minutes, but, I'm not going to break this up in a two-parter, though I should. Silver Surfer 57. So I'm going to be wrapping this up. I want to thank you for coming with me on this journey here and looking at all these cool books. And I want to thank my friend Bryce for letting me show these to you. Avengers 329, a new team of Avengers. Daredevil, Man Without Fear, Act of Vengeance. This is what I was talking about. Daredevil versus Ultron. I don't know how he would win that, but it looks like he's got help with the Inhumans. Silver Surfer, Infinity Gauntlet crossover. Here's another cool one. 56. Great cover. Wolverine 19, Death is the Man Called Tiger Shark. Cool. Because Wolverine can't drown people, and if you keep him underwater, he'll stay dead. Justice Society number 5, too bad. He put a little red mark through there. And I talked to Bryce, and Bryce said that he used to do that, so he knew what book he read already. And that's what happens when you buy a lot of books every week. Maybe you don't catch them all the time. Wolverine 48. Too bad it's got this spine, but, you know, a pressing could take that out. Oh, this is cool. Doom 2090, number 1. You never know. Wolverine 37, Bloods and Claws, a conclusion. I like this because it's Lady Deathstrike, and I'm into Wolverine. And of course, we got Darkhawk number 1. It's not in the best condition, but it's a great reader copy. And I'm just going to go back to Marvel Universe Update, people. Got to get these. I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you enjoyed what you've seen so far today. If you do, hit the like button, hit a comment below talking about any of the books you remember collecting or would like to collect. And I will catch you later. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Late.